These guys are practicing really hard in the background. We're going to find the Super World Champions on BMX Beat. Join us now. Tizer World Freestyle Championships. This time it's a little different though. Let's call in Ron Stebenne from the USA again. Hi Ron.
Hi Andy.
Ron, why is it a little different this time?
Yes, well, remember the riders last Christmas that were out here?
Yep.
Well, these champions are back again. These ramp riders are fantastic and they're going to go at it. These champions are going to be pitted against one another.
So basically we're going to find the Super World Champion in amateur and professional.
That is correct.
Let's go to it. Let's start off with the Superclass ramps. Superclass ramps final. Now remember, we've got the world champions. All these guys are world champions. And at the end of this competition, we're going to have the Super World Champion in amateur and the Super World Champion in pro.
This is exciting, Andy. We have never seen, I don't think in the history of freestyle, this kind of an event take place before. And these are fantastic riders. They are champions. Pitting them against one another, we'll see. Our first rider out is doing very well, starting off very aggressively. I don't know if you noticed, but he was heading his way down pretty vertical on that one. Not quite the smooth ride that he anticipated on the way down.
Well, if these guys are the best, then I think we are going to see the best that freestyle can possibly.
Oh, we are, definitely. This guy is into platform tricks, and that's nice. It's nice to have a little variety in there, not just aerials. Dropping on in, looking good. He's got a full face helmet, which is great. I'm glad to see that. And chest protector. I wonder if you noticed that, Andy.
That's right. There's actually quite a few guys that are starting to use that now. I think it's because...
Oh, my God.
Tremendous.
One hand, and I think can.
He was nearly very close to overbalancing on the landing there.
X'd up can.
But as I was saying, the aerials are getting a lot higher, and I think the guys are actually realizing that the higher they go, the harder they fall.
That's right. That's true, too. For instance...
Shouldn't have said that.
As you can see, yes. Looks like the rider's all right, though. He's going to go at it some more.
Now, he left a bit of debris on the ramp there. I'm not quite sure what it was, but one of the officials grabbed it a bit sharpish.
That's great. Probably loose change, that's all.
That's right. Shouldn't cause any problem.
Nope. He's doing fine.
Now, that was a bit of a slam he had there. Went straight onto his side.
Well, I have seen this rider in the past, and he has taken some nasty falls, but he seems to rebound from them fairly well.
30 seconds to go. Well, that's one thing that I've certainly noticed, that when these guys crash, they're straight back on the bike, as if nothing's happened.
Yes. Did you see that? Too tight. Both feet were on the one side of the bike. This is the problem time now, near the end. They're tired, worn out. This is the time where they want to make their last impression, too. They want to make an impression on the judges. Final trick here coming up. Look at that. I'm not sure how this is going to go with the judges that fall there.
Okay, we now move on to Jason Hassel, also from England, and he's sponsored by Hutch. Okay, now Jason, I know for a fact, is a very good rider indeed.
Right.
I've watched him a lot of times doing demonstrations around the UK.
He is.
And I've been very, very impressed with him over the last couple of years. Very professional rider.
Yes, he is. He's been doing some kick turns, variations on the wedge ramp, the small ramps. Kind of starting off nice and cool and slow.
Very paced, this routine. I think maybe he'll work faster towards the end. You think so?
I'm glad that he is. I'm glad that he's not just getting all excited and going for it immediately. He's building his way up, and up he is.
Incredible.
Tabling out. Nice height. Up and away again. He's got some good air. He is a strong rider.
But I must... Oh, that was a shame.
That's too bad. Looks like he's responded very well from it, though.
Yep, slightly misjudged. Well, actually, he misjudged it a lot. I mean, that's very unusual. I've never actually seen that done before.
No, I haven't seen very much of that. Now, he's beyond the 30 seconds. That's why he isn't able to run again. If he had a problem with his bicycle, within the 30-second timing, he could have had a repeat of his run. But it's beyond that, and he has to make the best of it, and he is. Courageous young man. one-handing it.
It seems to me that since we've been using this extra wide quarter pipe, is about 12 feet wide, that the airs have just been getting incredible.
They are. The variations for this young man are incredible as well. He's doing a fine job. I think he's a little bit skittish about the bike. It did twist on him, so he has to be careful how hard he works it.
Well, I think he had a little bit of a problem with the handlebars. They was really bent off course when he had that crash, but he seems to have got back together.
He's doing very well. Very pleased to see that he wasn't hurt.
Well, I think the problem is once you've had a crash like that, your bike is not quite running in tune like it should be.
Right. And I'm sure it's shaking him a bit. He's taking a breather right there. Dropping on in. Heading for that ramp again with determination, up and flying. Looking good still.
Now he looked a little bit rattled when he come back down from that one. I just hope he can keep up his concentration.
Yeah, he just completed.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Inverted up there.
That was actually over flat, the bike.
That's correct. He was over table. He was beyond table.
Okay, that was Jason Hassel. Okay, we now have Regis Gaudreau from France, another one of the French riders. We've seen him on the flatland and we've been very impressed so far. Now this is where it all counts. We're going to see him on the ramp section, and this looks a little different. Maybe he's waiting for the music there, I think. He's probably worked out his routine to this piece of music.
Yes, I think he had to get himself set and ready to go. He's riding a general bike, which you don't see in this area too much, but you're going to, I'm sure, see more of them in the future. They have that fantastic rider RL on their team, RL Osborne. Little pop-up there on the wedge ramp, and he certainly is taking it easy too from the beginning. Very similar to what Jason did.
In fact, I feel very disappointed for Jason, because if he hadn't have had that little slam in between the ramps, I mean, it could have been such an awesome routine. In fact, it was.
Yeah, it was. Oh, there's another near miss. A little response by the expression on his face there.
I think he was pleased with that one. In fact, I'd be pleased with that one.
Yes. He's still pacing himself slowly, and that's good. He has plenty of time to show his stuff there. Little canyon jump. Platform slows you down, and I really think that if you're going to do a platform trick, that it should be quick. Otherwise, I think it slows the pace of your tricks down. Yes, we have a nice 1 foot on the low side.
That was a pretty basic trick, though, that he did on the top of the ramp, so maybe...
I think it was a breather. There it is. Looking good.
Excellent. Looking good. The canyon jumps across the ramps sure look spectacular.
They do. I've seen riders with a larger canyon than that, and I really prefer a canyon no wider than that. I think it's dangerous if you get beyond that point. And we certainly don't want these riders to be injured in any way. We're just making it interesting and exciting enough for them and for the audience.
Okay, 30 seconds to go. Looks like he's pacing himself.
I think he has a coach in the audience there. I think one of his fellow riders there. Give him a cue as to what trick he should do right about now. A one hand. No feet on the pedals and only one hand on the handlebar.
What about the... That was superb. No footing. Okay, that's it for Regis Gaudreau. Okay, we now move on to Michael Canning. Excellent response from the crowd there. Oh my God!
Can you see why? They anticipated that kind of behavior from him.
Superb.
An excellent Skyway rider.
Now remember, these are world champions. Each rider you're seeing here is like the best in the world, and we are finding the super world champion on bmxbeat.
And they are super riders, that's for sure. Look at that. Nice air on that one back. Definitely got the crowd behind him.
That was incredible. I mean, we're sitting right near the ramp, and it is just incredible to watch.
When you think that ramp is 8 feet high.
That was incredible. Now, that one I haven't seen before. He actually took his legs off and crossed his legs virtually up at the top of the frame.
Yes, he did. Up and around. a 540 plus, you know. He went
Exactly,
just a little bit beyond.
Slightly over 540.
I'm not sure he intended to be over 540.
Well, if you do it more than 540, then you tend to stop dead, like he did there, which I don't think he really wanted to do.
But he pulled out of it fine. He's now, I think, getting a breather here. And the wedge ramps, the small ramps, are a good place to keep the action flowing and still get your breath. Up and going with a one-hander.
These guys are certainly looking a lot more comfortable and more confident on this wider ramp.
Yes, they are. Platform trick dropping in, doing it nice.
It looks like he's going to be warming up for a few big airs. And another 540. He did it that time.
Yes, he's happy with that one, you can tell. Good crowd response, too. They're really behind him.
30 seconds to go.
Now, he's already done a remarkable job. What can he possibly do in the last few seconds of his routine? The judges, I'm sure, are already impressed. He's probably, I don't know, my estimation, probably one of the possible first-second winners here.
Oh, that was a shame. What an excellent try.
He's all right.
He's still got a few seconds. And that looks like it. That was Michael Canning. And what a superb competition so far. Let's head for the scores. Well, Ron, the action's absolutely incredible. Have you ever seen anyone attempt a 540 over the canyon like Michael Canning did there?
Yes, I have. Ways back, we had a competition in the States in New Hampshire, and Mike Dominguez attempted a canyon about probably 4 times the width of that.
Did he make it?
No, he did not.
Okay, anyone? No, in fact, don't do it out there. Let's get straight to the scores for the Superclass ramps. We have Andy Brown on 138. We have Jason Hassel on 151. We have Regis Gardreau from France on 142. And Mike Canning on 165. The Supreme Superclass ramps champion is Mike Canning! Okay, right, well, if you think that was good, stick around and check this out. Okay, this is the big one, the TV Professional Freestyle Championship. We're trying to find the Super World Champion. We have on the floor at the moment, Andrew Reardon from Wales.
Andrew is a strong performer. He's a strong competitor here. He's definitely one of the super riders of the world. This is going to be really interesting, Andy, to see who actually comes out on top.
And he's got a very slow start to the routine.
He does. That might be his undoing, unless he comes up with some fantastic ending. I'm sure he's being cautious. He doesn't want to make a mistake. There's no room for error here in this particular segment of a competition because it's the beginning, and once he gets some kind of an error, it may shake him for the remainder of his routine.
I mean, with these routines, they have actually got an increased amount of time. They've actually got 3 minutes.
More time to make mistakes. You know, that's another factor here.
There's more time to get tired out as well.
That's right, that's right. It increases fatigue time. If anyone thinks this sport is specifically just for young children, it's not. There are fantastic young men and some young ladies that are getting into this sport. Great talent, skilled athletes. I'd liken them mostly to gymnasts on a bicycle.
With some of the aerials that are developing at the moment, I mean, they really would, you know, they'd pass for gymnasts. I mean, some of the aerials.
Oh, definitely. I'd say it's gone beyond the concept of dancing on a bicycle, break dancing on a bicycle. Dancing is not quite this strenuous, at least the dancing that I do, Andy.
Okay, now remember, this is 3 minutes. Now, there'll be marks on the ground and on the ramps. So it's going to be some very interesting routines that we're going to be seeing. These are professional riders. We're going to try and find the super professional champion.
Now he is picking up the pace just a bit, building up a little bit of steam. Going forward, going for air, one hand, one foot. I'm not sure that air is going to cut it. I know some of the other competitors are very, very high in their aerials. Not that that's the entire determinant.
30 seconds to go.
30 seconds.
So far, the errors are at a minimum. Miami Hopper right here.
They're getting very finely tuned with the use of their brakes. I've noticed that a lot of the tricks they're doing, they're going on and off with the brake, and really controlling their whole movement on the brake.
Small item, you know, nickel dime item, like a brake pad, could mean an entire routine.
Okay, that's timeout for Andrew Reardon. Okay, right, we have Gary Forsyth from Scotland, very popular guy with the crowd, and we're looking forward to seeing his routine.
Gary's quite a dynamic rider. He puts a lot of feeling into his routine. He plays up the music and he plays up the crowd. Here's the Miami Hop Hop that I was talking about. At some point, he does this very well. Very well controlled.
It's actually the first time we've seen one of those.
Yes, it is.
Saving all the best tricks for the end.
I guess so. Got a few tricks up his sleeve.
Who's he blowing a kiss at? Me or you?
It was you. That was you, definitely you.
I'm getting worried here.
Yeah. He'll be saying hi to a few folks out there. As I said, he plays up the music, he plays up the crowd.
And one thing I've noticed with Gary, whenever he performs, it doesn't matter what he does wrong or whether he puts his foot down or whatever, he really enjoys it, and that really makes a difference.
He does, he does.
I mean, look, he's smiling out there now, smiling at the crowd.
He's having a good time, makes the crowd have a good time. I think that's part of the whole ball game here.
Great stuff. And I think when you realise that it is, you know, for one of the biggest title around, I mean, all these guys are just amazing to be able to keep that sort of feel while they're riding.
They are. Now, his strength is flatland, I believe, and he is certainly demonstrating that right now. Very skilled, very smooth, concentrating. Still takes the time out, though, to recognize the crowd, cast a smile, or blow a kiss to someone in the audience.
He must have a lot of very good friends out there. He's been blowing a lot of kisses.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That was nice.
That was nice. All the way around on the front tire. Doing a little ramp work. Nose wheeling backwards down the ramp. Sliding along. Hey, backwards gut lever. Power moves. He's a strong young man. So close, so close. Saying hi to the young lady over there. He is quite a flirt at times. Going for the big ramp now. Foot plant. Going for the other. Yeah, one foot on the low side. He's hitting it nice.
Okay, that's 30 seconds to go. Now he's got 30 seconds to put the best into this performance. He's got some really stiff competition, and I really wouldn't like to be the judge on this one.
Whoa, did he pull that out? Nice, yeah. Gary still, even though he has an intense concentration, he still manages to cast a smile out to his audience. I think that's why he's a popular rider, because he does have this rapport with the audience.
Okay, that's time out for Gary Forsyth from Scotland. Okay, this is a guy I've been looking forward to see. Now, he is very, very intense, very professional, enjoys the riding, and he wants this title badly. This is David Young from England, one of our most famous riders.
Certainly not.
Like I said before, very professional.
Very definitely.
I think you was very impressed with him.
I am very much so. He started off with a gut lever, nicely done. Went into a nice slider. That touchdown may cost him. This is such a close competition that one little touchdown may have an effect on his score. He's going for the large ramp. Foot plant and extension plus. His strength is ramp, and he's going to make the best of it with some nice air. Cutting across, Xing up. Platform, now that might cost him as well.
He breathed a bit of a sigh of relief there. I think he thought he was going to go way over.
I think so too. Alley of Canyon. Looking good. Pop-up, no hand. That faking was done very well. Sliding out, looking good.
I can see as Dave goes past, he is very, very intense.
Yes, yes. Up and over. Done nicely. Going for the ramp again. A lot of speed. Up there in the air. No hand. That's why he needed it. He had the hang time and he needed to do that no-hander. Going for the ramp once again with speed.
Getting some very nice air. One of the things I've noticed about Dave is that when he's pulling off his aerials, his landings are very, very smooth.
They are, they are. He's an accomplished rider. And a rider that is accomplished is able to pull off his trick smoothly. Popping up no foot, faking, rolling on back.
Yes, that was a nice touch.
Yeah, it was.
What about the run-up, Ron? I mean, is the run-up long enough between the ramps to get as much air as possible out of the big core pipe?
Well, you sacrifice something if you do put them far apart. You end up with a very tired, fatigued rider. It takes much more energy to get from one place to the other. You may have
30 seconds.
You may have more time to get to the other end of the ramp, and you may have more air, but it's that extra time, that extra effort does tire the rider out. And we have a rider here that may be getting just about tired right about now.
I suppose if it was a longer run-up, then the actual schedule, yes. 540 up
Nice
the top
high
of the
one
rack.
too, very high. And that's high for David. David has been increasing his height on those 540s, and also the fakie airs too.
Okay, that's it for David Young. Okay, here we have another rider that I've really been looking forward to seeing, and that's Dennis Langley from the USA. Very accomplished rider over there. He's been doing really well lately.
Yes, he has been. He's riding for Hutch right now, and he's doing a fantastic job. Nose wheelie, well controlled. His flatland and his ramp are fairly close. His ramp has probably got the edge, though. He has a lot of showmanship, and that's probably his strength, is that he does have a lot of showmanship. A veteran of maybe over 300 performances in the last few years.
That's right.
That's a nice controlled side glide right there.
When you say performances, what actual things does this guy do when he's
Dennis has been to Europe about 5 times, South America once. He's been all over the United States. He's performed in front of numerous television audiences. This is the backyard. Now that touchdown may cost him as well. There's the showmanship that I was talking about. He is more of a ramp rider, as I said. Looking forward to seeing some of his ramp work. Nice power move by Dennis. Should be seeing very shortly some ramp action there. It's nice and smooth.
We seem to be seeing a lot more of those power moves now we're getting to the later stages of the competition.
Right, right. I'm wondering if he's planning on splitting right down the middle his time out there. Half ramp and half ground. We'll see in just a little while here.
Well, there's actually a timing pull over in the corner there, so as he goes towards the ramps, you can actually see the time that he's had and what he's got left.
There he did, a tail spin on that. A tail spin on the small ramp there. He pulled it off slick.
And he's also got the 30-second buzzer, so if he is going to split it, he'll know exactly when to do it.
That's called rock and roll right there. A nice little trick. Now, Dennis is doing a very smooth, polished performance here with one touchdown that I can recall. He hasn't yet blasted away. I think he's about ready to cut loose. Here we go. Flying out. Nice and high there. Dropping down.
270 out, 270 back in.
You got it. X'd up fakie, looking good. He still has that polish, that smoothness. These riders are all doing peak right now. They're all having really good runs.
That was interesting. That was very interesting. We haven't seen him actually come in like that before. 30 seconds to go.
Okay, now I think that's going to be the signal for him to start a move here on air. It's cranking for the ramps now. Up and around with a 540. Pulled off nice and slick. To the showmanship to boot.
Well, that's the second 540 we've seen actually been out the top of the ramp. And he's got a few seconds left. I'm not sure what he's...
Well, I think what he's done is he's chosen to end his routine at that point.
Okay, fine. That was Dennis Langley. That's the end of the 4 riders scores. Let's hit the scores. As you can see, I'm actually standing next to a quarter pipe. And if you look up there, I mean, that's at least 9 feet high, and those guys are getting at least 10 feet out the top. Incredible stuff. Let's get to the important part, the scores. We have Andy Reardon on 149. We have Gary Forsyth on 154. We have Dave Young on 151. And we have Dennis Langles from the USA on 150. So the winner is Gary Forsyth on 154. Well, that's the end of the competition. Can you believe it?
I can't believe it. It's been exciting, hasn't it?
Well, you've obviously been very impressed. I mean, are you pleased you came over now?
Totally. These guys, they're great.
Great. Okay, well, what can we say? Our thanks to Tizer, our thanks to Border Television. We've had a fantastic time, so we hope to see you again on BMX Beat.